Okay, welcome back to Horizon Zero Dawn. This is part 16. And we're finally at Meridian after I screwed up in the last one and got halfway here before realizing that I hadn't talked to the people that I needed to talk to. Real quick, we're going to go up there. Because there is a vantage there, and I remember that from, you know, previous times that I played through the game. We might even find all of them without having to buy the map, just from straight from memory. That definitely won't be the case with the other collectibles, but there's only a handful of advantages, and they're all in these places where you can kind of climb up and... yeah. Again, having played this game a fair number of times. Oop. Okay. So now we have a decent view of Meridian here before we actually go inside, and we're going to see what it looked like in the past. No buildings. Humanity didn't see fit to build anything there. These guys love it though. These kind of bluffs, cliffs, plateaus. Isn't that what they're called? Yeah, I'm sure someone's gonna get mad at me for not remembering what they're actually called, and this isn't gonna be dangerous at all. We do need some boar stuff, but they're gonna get mad at me if I kill their...
This is outrageous. We're loyal citizens. How long do we have to wait?
Pets or whatever. Let's see what this guy's got. Anything? Oh, yeah. Okay, so after this episode, I'm gonna... oh my god, that's 7,000. Ridiculous. Okay. Yeah. And I think... those are not new things. But yeah, ooh, even the Vantages is one of the more expensive ones as well.
What am I supposed
so
to do?
hopefully we can.
What am I
hopefully we can find those things. I'm just gonna get rid of. Yeah, we still have quite a few more of them to find, but again, I know a lot of them.
What's going on here?
Maybe we'll have to buy.
Somewhere. And so's Erend, that other Outlander I talked to the night before the proving. Erend said he'd introduce me to his sister if I visited Meridian. Said she was captain of the Vanguard.
Decent work. Keeping the city safe.
We might end up having... okay, we might have to buy one of those things, but that'll be okay.
Stop right there. In light of the recent attack, no stranger passes into Meridian without submitting to search.
Recent attack? What are you talking about?
The murder of Captain Ursa and her vanguards, of course. Ambushed by Shadow Carja forces in Red Ridge Pass.
Ursa? You mean Erend's sister is dead?
How would you know his name?
I know Erend. Summon him. I need to speak to him.
Ha! I doubt that Erend, the new captain of the Vanguard, a man in grief, is going to waste his time on a grimy outlander.
Aloy! Hey, you're alive! I thought you were dead. Make way, make way!
All the way to Meridian just to see me?
Have you been drinking?
Ah, not really. A little. So, you're alive. This, we should celebrate. The drink's on me!
We need to talk, alone, and you need to pull it together.
Over there.
So you approve?
Of course I approve. From now on, she may come and go from this city as she pleases.
As you wish, sir.
There. Alone as you asked. And what did you want to tell me?
A lot has happened since we last spoke. The Proving was attacked by a group of killers. Not many of us survived.
We were in the village when we heard explosions up on the mountain. Some of your braves came back, said most of the contestants were dead. I've never heard such a wail of grief as the sound that rose up from your people. How did you survive?
How I survived is less important than how I was targeted.
Targeted? What do you mean?
The killers came for me because of Olin.
What are you talking about? That doesn't make sense.
I need to find Olin. I need to know what he knows.
But he's a friend.
No, he's a traitor. I don't know who the killers are or what they want, but I do know that Olin is working with them.
But, I mean, this...
I don't need you to understand, Erend. I just need you to take me to him.
He's not here. He went scrounging for scrap and relics days ago. It could be anywhere.
Are there any places he frequents, places he returns to?
A house. Here in Meridian.
Okay, then take me there. I need to search it.
I guess. As long as I'm there to witness the search.
I heard what happened to Ursa. I'm sorry. I know she was special to you.
Special to me? Special to everyone. She always knew what to do. She bossed everyone around. She kept me in line. Now I'm supposed to fill her shoes. And instead, here I am, stumbling around in them.
Yeah, I think.
I lost someone too. At the proving, the man who raised me. His name was Rost.
That's terrible. But why is it every time something terrible happens, everyone else tells you the worst thing that ever happened to them, as though that makes it easier?
Yeah, why is that?
Anyway, there was something you wanted to tell me?
I need to see Olin's place. Now.
Okay. Come on.
Come on, you
People
drunk.
are all talking at once. How does anyone think?
I don't. I just drink.
Alright, well, let's go. Where are you going?
That girl. Is she Nora?
Apparently they're letting anyone into the city these days.
How long will Avad hide in his palace? Blood for blood. Vengeance for Ursa. How long will Avad hide in his palace? Year after year, why does he spare those who enslaved and tortured and butchered? Erend, you should want vengeance more than anyone. Murdered. And her death, unavenged?
One more word, you scorched out slag, and I'll throw you in jail myself! Now get out of here, or I'll give you all a kick in the ass!
What did he mean about Ursa's murder?
Not now.
Someone's pissed. It's understandable.
Okay, how are we gonna get in? Oh, that was subtle.
Here we are. Try not to break anything. Other than the door.
All of this for one man.
It pays to have connections in the Sun King's court.
Let's see what's underneath.
Hey, how did that get here?
Question is, how to get through it.
Without a key, you won't. That's a vault hatch of Azeram make. Nothing gets through.
We'll see about that.
Call it a day, girl. You're wasting time.
I won't go. I think that's actually downstairs.
Looks big and heavy. Damage if it fell down. Let's give it a little push.
I hope he's not standing underneath this thing.
I
I did say not to break anything, didn't I?
Yeah, he kinda did. Yep.
Serve and they live. Disobey, and I will open their throats and leave their corpses to prune in the sun.
They took his wife and child captive.
They? Who's they?
The killers. They told him to obey or they'd kill his family. The map. The glyphs show places he visited.
Unfortunately, this isn't a very good map, and it's pretty difficult to tell
Looks like Olin kept a journal.
where things are.
Olin? I knew he could read contracts, but I never took him for a poet.
No doubt now. Olin knew I was targeted.
Okay, so this is quest related, so we will read through it. 4th day. I am a traitor now and see no way out. If I start at the beginning, how they turned me, perhaps I can see something I missed. No, there is no escape. What good can writing it do? 10th day. You gave me this folio when you taught me to write. All these years later, it still smells of you. Lavender and ash of the forge, all I have left of you. Write me notes, you said when you gave it. Share your thoughts, tear the leaves, send the pages. To show I'm thinking of you, but I never did. Hands too grubby to touch parchment. How I wish I'd done as you said. How I wish I could now. 15th day. The same dream. Your hair in the forge light, our son's weight on my shoulders, all of us free. You turn to me and whisper, it is a dream. I answer, yes, I know. And then wake, alone. Even awake, my life is a dream, a lie. My treachery will not buy your freedom. It only buys time. But every moment you live, that he lives. If treachery is the cost, I will pay it. 34th day. Every week the device calls me in secret to a new dig site. We work like men with whips to our backs, as though it was left to us to upturn the soil of the entire earth, and time has run low. Scrabbling to find the carcasses of ancient demons. It's the weapons they want, must be. What misery am I helping birth into this land? 38th day. I drink with Erend and Ursa, but not even the sweetest brew can wash the taste of guilt from my mouth. Every day my silence betrays them. The villains watch through the device. I keep expecting Ursa to stick a blade through my throat, but fire and spit, she does not suspect me. A better liar than I thought myself, must be. 54th day. Fitful sleep the past 3 nights, thinking on that Nora girl. Why did it order her killed? The device, must be. Even so, what threat could she pose? We heard explosions and distant screams from the village. I thought the savages might blame us, turn on us. I almost wished for it, but their matriarchs ordered us gone. We fled to the border with an escort of braves, crossed at the day tower. Now I am called to a dig in the rock reef. They promised another glimpse of you, of our son. How I hope to see you both. He's having a day.
There's your proof. Read the last page. He writes about meeting me and the order to kill me.
He called himself a friend. That backstabbing cheat. How did you learn to read glyphs? And these things that you see, how do you do it?
The focus. It reveals the unseen.
And Olin's focus, it's the same?
The device is the same, but somehow Olin and the killers can speak to each other with their focuses over distances. And see through each other's focuses too. Like looking through each other's eyes.
So that's how the killers saw you? Through Olin?
Yes, so far as I can tell. now that I know where to find Olin, I should be on my way.
All by yourself?
Leave it to me. I'm faster on my own.
Wait. If that device lets you see the unseen...
Out of the way, Erend.
I'm asking you to help me, Aloy. I need to know who killed Ursa. Not just the Shadow Karja army, I know that, but the exact soldiers who did it.
I'm sorry about your sister, but that's your war, not mine.
Don't act like this isn't personal. You came here hunting the people who nearly killed you, who massacred your people. Why should you have justice and not me? Look, I'll head for Red Ridge Pass, where Ursa's body was found, and wait for you there. A few minutes of your focus is all I need. Don't make me beg.
Red Ridge Pass, you said? I'll see what I can do.
I like Olin. Not Olin. I'm losing it today. I really am. I like Erend. We're gonna help him out. Not immediately. Not right away. It's gonna be a minute for sure.
This place.
But we're still gonna help him.
Smelled before.
This is a specialty merchant, so you can trade like luminous braiding, meat, glass, different types of glass, processed metal blocks, and then some other stuff that you can find throughout the open world. And actually, I think some of these are from some of the dungeons we're going to be going through, and we're not going to get to any of those today. But we will. So what I'll end up doing, and so these, yeah, it must be open to reveal its contents. The contents are unreliable and unknown, so they're basically gambling kind of things.
Is that some kind of spice?
We're gonna come back to that guy more, and I'm gonna look up where a lot of that stuff is, because it's not, the information on where that stuff is available isn't made in the game itself. So maybe, yeah, maybe we'll look it up before we actually get to those places. Right, and then we can trade various things for this stuff, and then we can trade the things that we buy for other things, and yeah, there's a lot going on here. And then some of these merchants also, specialty merchants, will buy these ancient vessels, the metal flowers, and the Banuk figures, and they're gonna give us stuff, but it's not like amazing stuff. It's not gonna.
With you, Outlander.
Yeah, and she wants me to come up and talk to her about it. I'm not going to right this minute because we don't have the stuff we need to actually trade to her. Anyways, so we'll cover all that later, and again, we'll do some supplemental episodes and work on collecting those things at some point. But for now, we have a couple of quests we can pick up here, including oh, you know what? We haven't done any hunting grounds, so we can't do that. But nonetheless, there is some quests here that we can pick up, and so we might as well. We're not gonna do them immediately.
With you. You're the one the Vanguard has been crowing about. The Nora who tracks criminals and traitors with her second sight. If only you'd use it to help me. A thief raided my home and took my brother's sword.
Tell me about the robbery. Don't leave anything out.
It was brazen and professional. They took only the sword, my most valuable possession. The thief went out through the window and scared the shadow off my steward. Otherwise, it would have been a clean getaway.
Why would someone steal the sword?
It's priceless. Made from the burnished antler of a lancehorn, finely inlaid with studded stones all down the...
Okay, I get it.
Forgive me. That's not even why it's important. The 12th Sun King gave it to my brother for his military service. He was killed in battle during the liberation. I was saving it for my nephew who's stranded at Sunfall with the Karja in Shadow.
How did your nephew wind up in Sunfall?
Most of the old clergy backed the Mad Sun King, so when he fell, they ran out of fear of retribution. As an honor guard to a venerable priest, my nephew had no choice but to go with them. Now that my brother is gone, my nephew is my heir, so that sword really belongs to him. And after all he's been through, I won't be able to look him in the face if I don't get it back.
I'll see what I can do about the robbery.
Have a word with my steward if you need to. He saw the thief escape. And listen, all I want is the sword back. Meridian, and my family for that matter, has seen enough strife already. If I can get it back, all is forgiven. No retribution necessary.
Fair.
You saw the thief make a run for it?
My back was to the wall, you see? Wasn't expecting someone to crawl out the window. He ran past me, dressed in gray, clutching the sword. That's all I saw. By the sun, my heart nearly seized up.
Okay. Shard Gambler's box. Oh, we got a lot of stuff. We must have picked some of this stuff up off of... yeah, we must have picked some of that stuff up off of the bandits and stuff that we killed. Okay, we're not actually going to get started on this quest quite yet because it's going to take us out of town, and we have another quest here that we need to pick up. So, once I remember how to get up there, I think it's this way. I saw a thing in here we can loot. I'll take 14 metal shards. Metal vessels are also pretty useful as well. Here we go. So this is the Hunter's Lodge right in front of me here. But we can't join yet because we have not completed hunting grounds.
It's huge.
She said something about the spire. Okay, can't go. Yeah, we can't even really see it. We'll find it later.
Gwenora, I'm the mournful Naman. My apologies that we meet like this.
Like this?
In grief, you hold yours close, like a talisman. Wait, forgive me. You didn't come for reparations? Someone you lost to the Sun Ring?
Oh, no. I know about the Red Raids, but the Karja owe me nothing.
I see. Well, I could use the help of a strong-willed outlander. Then I would owe you very much indeed. These people seek to honor their loved, their lost, with their own voices, not mouthing Karja rituals to Karja stone. But there are obstacles. And while Meridian holds its breath for any disturbance, these robes only tie my hands.
What kind of obstacles?
The first pilgrim is an Oseram who seeks to visit the Shrine of Kings on the road to the city. He waits there now, forbidden to enter by an old sun priest who suffered no heathen. This Utaru lost her companion on the edge of the Jewel, at a pool where snap moths gather. The shrine was built there to ward off the machines, and its effectiveness leaves much to be desired. And the Manuk would paint a mark on the sun's climb, a call to the machine spirits, I understand. They need no beckoning. Glint hawks perch there, drawn to the spire's shining.
So, clear the machines out of 2 shrines and move a priest out of the other.
All I can ask for is your charity and that their stories are heard.
Naman, rituals and prayers can't break.
No, but it can help those who grieve to find themselves. It can lend them strength and hope, like a new sunrise.
I didn't think your priesthood would ask outsiders for help.
If only the sun would set on our pride. Until this is done, I am no sun priest. To wear a red robe was an aspiration. I aspired. Now our hoods make us blind. We whisper reconciliation, but forget how the old king's priests sang the words and blessed the killing.
The killing? You mean the Red Raids?
Yes. And the sacrifices that came after.
Why did the priests go along with all that bloodshed?
Sometimes we Carja are more concerned with what is tradition than what is right.
Huh. Maybe the Carja and Nora aren't so different. You're disappointed with the Sun Priests, but you still wanted to be one?
I spent my whole life looking up to the temple. My brother's voice echoing in its arches. Even he couldn't turn me away, and how he tried, in the end. He said, when we were loved, our robes were dyed in cinnabar. Now they are stained in blood.
How so?
Our robes are handed down to us. Most of the old priests fled rather than be seen in the glare of a new sun. And so we are left to wear their sins. For me, at least, they hang heavy.
Where is your brother now?
He waits. He spoke out against the sacrifices. For a priest to question the Sun King's will, his punishment was worst of all.
You lost someone you loved too. I'm sorry.
No, not lost. When I took on these robes, I found his memory.
I'll do what I can to help those in mourning.
To honor their memories is to honor us all.
And we will help them out. And that guy, they must, him and his brother must have had fantastic parents. This isn't where I want to go. But they must have had fantastic parents to raise two sons that are, one, honorable enough to stand up against what they know is wrong, and the other to stand in his brother's memory and try to make things right as best he can. Those are great people. Those are good people. Okay, now we're gonna go investigate this crime scene. See what we can find. We're here, and it's gonna take us to places we want to go, anyways.
Drops of blood
there we go.
leading away.
And after this episode, I am gonna sit down
I'm still on the trail.
and look at how many shards and write down all the shards and machine
Still no
parts and
blood.
stuff I need.
The thief got cut. The trail ends here. But someone must have seen the thief. Did someone run past here, holding a sword?
Sure did. He grabbed some linen off the stand here and took off down the stairs behind you. He was bleeding, so maybe he needed a binding. Blast it! That was expensive cloth. I can't believe I paid for that thief's bandage.
Long night last night.
If the thief came this way, there's only one way he could have gone. Forward. No sign of the thief. Someone must have seen him go by. Did you see anyone run through here? He would have been holding a sword.
Yeah. Almost crashed into me, too. He ran down the parapet here and went down the lift. No way you'll catch him now. I didn't see a sword, though.
He wasn't carrying anything.
Not a damn thing. Just ran like his ass was on fire.
The thief must have ditched the sword. But where? Maybe he had help. That merchant stall would have been a convenient drop-off.
Aloy's a pretty good investigator for growing up not being allowed to talk to anybody but her adopted father. Throwing that out there. It's not really relevant to the story in any way, but you know.
It looks like the thief got away, but without the sword. I thought maybe he dropped it off somewhere. Like here, for instance?
What? No. I had nothing to do with this.
I guess we'll see when I get the city guard to toss your stall and question your customers.
Hold on. There's more to this. You've got a reputation for shining light in the darkness, so I know you'll listen. You're right. The sword was passed to me, and I passed it on to someone else. It's going to be sold, but not for profit. The shards will go to people in need.
You expect me to believe that?
I can prove it. Meet my friends at the watermill in the lower village. They'll explain everything. If they don't convince you, come right back with the guards. I'm not going anywhere.
It wouldn't matter if you did. I'd find you. But all right. I'll check out the watermill. Okay. Guess I should go to this watermill then to find out what's going on.
That woman have red eyes. That's pretty fucking baller. If she does. I'm gonna throw in a quick save here.
An Oseram would argue with the sun itself.
We've done a fair amount of stuff here. Also, as an aside, lady, this is America. We call them elevators. Just so you know. I kind of wish I had something to talk about right now while I'm waiting on the elevator. But, and honestly, the worst part about this thing is you really can't see out. It's such a shame because you want to look. There's so much cool stuff. The spire's over there somewhere. Yeah, it's right there. You can kind of see it a little bit. That's the same spire that we tried to look at back in like probably episode 2 or 3. Or part 2 or 3. But couldn't because it was raining. But we'll be back. We'll, you know, we'll look at stuff. Oh, there's even more quests out here as well. Yeah, and those guys are a bit far away. So let's go pick up these other quests as well. We're not going to do them.
Still be alive. You do nothing?
Tell me what happened to your family. Maybe I can help.
By the sun, I fear they are all dead by now. I barely escaped alive. Machines. Vicious machines attacked my family's estate. Father sent me to get help.
What kind of machines? Where did they come from?
A Ravager. By the sun, how it cut down those guards, and a pack of watchers came with it. The Sun King warned us that he could no longer protect freeholds beyond the valley, but Father never saw this coming.
Tell me more about the estate.
My father owns a dozen quarries, and he's put his spoils into the estate. Fine tapestries, custom woodwork, silver fixtures.
But what about the people there?
Of course. Their lives are all that matter. My father and sister, plus a dozen guards and servants. I hope they survived.
I'll see what I can do about the estate.
You will? Oh, thank you. Oh, please, be careful. Those machines are deadly.
Yeah, we know. I got killed by a Ravager not too long ago, as a matter of fact.
Come take a look. I'll give you a shard just to look.
Metal bot here, good prices, fair prices. Fairest prices for machine parts under the mesa. No tithes to the Sun Court, not like those greedy snarls upside.
She's not interested in
As I was saying, no better offer for snap maw lenses. I'd give my oath on it.
By the sun, don't start spitting in your palm. Huntress, I apologize on behalf of my partner. Silent partner.
Silent partner?
If the sun would only grant my prayers. Never mind snap more lenses, Huntress. There's no market for those. A long leg lens, though, you'd be well rewarded for.
So which,
No market for a snap maw lens is good, strong stuff. You can hammer it into anything.
Where do you think we are? Some trading post with sawdust on the floor? This is Meridian. We have culture.
I know culture. Just the other day I was watching the hunting trials.
Oh, great sun, lend me the strength of midday.
The sun's baked your head if you think we'll shift long leg lenses at a time like this.
Hello?
I've told you as many times as the spire is tall, craft and artisanship is who we are.
Craft doesn't win a war or keep the machines from your farms. What you need is good, old-fashioned, plain...
Oh, yes. Old-fashioned, plain hammered work. If ever something glittered, you'd throw it back.
If Karja had built that elevator, they would have stopped at a good-looking shaft.
All those years of delving, and you never found a sense of humor.
Enough!
Well?
They're a blunt...
Why do you two even work together if you can't agree on anything?
It's a symbolic gesture.
No tithes to the Sun Court, like I said in the beginning, Renine.
Just tell me which part you want.
A long leg lens.
A snap-maw lens.
Fine. I can see that you're busy.
Wait. You drove her off. Snap-maw lens. What do you say?
I drove her off? That's rich. Listen, Huntress. Long leg lens.
Hunters, scroungers, bring us your medal.
We're just gonna get both. At some point, anyways.
Scroungers? What kind of brutes are you trying to attract?
Who's really in charge of Meridian? I do the calling, you do the counting.
Excuse me.
I wouldn't say agreed.
Okay.
Check out these shadow Karja ambush
goods here.
There's kind of too much going on here. I'm taking a shortcut to where we're going on this quest. We could just run around, but we're gonna have to swim either way, so screw it. I like those guys. I'm kind of glad we're done talking to them, but I still like them. Really, they should probably just fuck and get it out of their system already, but, you know, whatever.
I was told to expect you, Aloy. I suppose you want answers. Well, it's not complicated. We collect valuable objects from people who don't need them, sell them for shards, and use the money to help the needy at Sunfall.
You mean you steal?
If you want to call it that. From hogs who've had their turn at the trough for generations.
Ravon didn't seem like a hog to me.
He stinks just like the rest of them, of wealth and contentment, while people beneath him suffer.
Who exactly gets the shards at Sunfall?
Not the bastards in the fortress. We use the shards to make sure the poor in Shadowside get to eat, or bandage their wounds. They only went west because they had to. Trust me, I know. My wife was chained up with a bunch of servants and herded with them. They starved to death, still bound together.
I'm sorry.
So am I.
Where's the sword now?
Safe. I haven't sold it yet.
What do you expect me to do now? Walk away?
I was hoping you'd help us. They say you can track like a stalker. Well, my partner Nassan disappeared near the branded shore. He was bound for Sunfall, along with an entire shipment of food. If you found that, you'd be helping a lot of people.
I'll consider it. But only if you return the sword to Ravon.
I knew you were gonna say that. Fine, I'll return the damn blade. Nassan was supposed to meet his contact at an old campfire on the fork near the branded shore. Start looking there. But be careful. Lots of machines out there, and lots of Shadow Karja. And not the needy kind, but they're tormentors.
Let your guard down.
Okay, that is very far away from here, and we're not, well, quite going to be going in that direction just quite yet, and it certainly won't be happening in this episode. There is other stuff in the area that we can do. I really want to go get some of these tall necks done. Unfortunately, they're pretty dangerous. As are, like, the corrupted zones and stuff like that. What are we gonna do? Okay. Let's go there. Because that might knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. We might get a snap maw lens from that. So, and we'll even go and activate Honor the Fallen. That's it. We might even get lucky and get a snap maw lens as well. And with our new bow, we should have a much easier time dealing with the snap maw as well.
Keep that for later.
And it's not too far away. Now there is more snap maws that are closer. Sorry, I saw something blue over here. I want to loot it. Watcher Heart. I believe I need more of those as well, so that's a great find. We're gonna not mess with these snap maws. This is one of my favorite areas of the game. It's very pretty. And relatively peaceful as well.
This is where the Otaru wanted to say her goodbyes.
Okay. There's 2 snap maws here. There's one over there and one over there. I'm going to take a look at our snap maws in the notebook here, just as a little bit of a refresher. Body's weak to fire, but setting something on fire while it's in water is kind of a pain. Yeah, the freeze sack is really what we should be aiming for. Unfortunately. So, okay. On top of that, those things on top of it. Yeah, okay. Its body is strong against frost. But these pieces on top of it are actually weak points.
Go quietly.
Oh, ow. Forgot he did that. We are using our hard point arrows. So when he is doing that, we can hit his freeze sack a lot easier. Oh, I took that one right in the face. Okay, the other snap maw's kind of making a move on us to flank us, which I do not want to happen. Trying to hit the frost sack. Ooh, they're both... Okay, this is gonna get ridiculous. And I really just have to shoot whichever one I have an angle on in the moment. I don't know how that didn't hit me. Okay. Excuse me. If y'all could jump into... I'm sorry. Oh, I haven't saved in a while either. Yeah. I should have saved before, after I talked to the guy about the sword. Oh, okay. It auto-saved when we got close to this. Okay, cool. Okay. We're gonna be a little bit smarter about this. So they both came up over in this area. So we're gonna lay a couple of tripwires here, and by a couple I mean like 6 probably. There we go. Now that should... I used up a fair amount of blaze, but that's okay. Now that should, when they walk over, that should bust their frost sack, and then we should be able to just kind of tear them up. Now, I wish... Maybe we can do this? Okay, that worked. A little too well, honestly. But that's okay. He's set on fire, and we're hitting some of the weak points here. Yeah, we knocked one off. That did a lot of damage. Knocked another one off. That did a lot of damage. Yeah, we're fucking them up this time. The other one hasn't quite seen us. That's another one knocked off. He's real hurt, too. You can see him starting to spark and... Come on, buddy. Walk into the tripwires. Yeah, that's more like it. So, they are resistant to frost, but if you hit their frost sack...
Here we are again, where we never left.
We're apart.
It will guaranteed freeze them every time. And that's also true for other things. And we even got the snap maw lens that the guy wanted. We're also going to get the long leg lens and just bring them both. And that way they're both happy. Hey, there's a fish skin in here too. I don't think I need it, but... Maybe I do? I don't remember. I don't think I do. I remember that was raccoon. No, we did. Cool. We still need a rat bone to get it, but that's okay. We got a fish skin.
When we fled from our cages during the liberation, I tore through this clearing, thinking my friend was behind me. I kept running, but here she remains. Thank you for making it safe for me to return.
I don't want to rush you, but it won't stay safe for long.
I understand. I've done this before in waking dreams. In the pool, I'll find the bracelet of seeds she dropped when she fell. The seeds will be split, escaped, grown wild. She's passing from my memory into the jungles. I'll tell her it was I who died here and became a stranger in our own land, and she who still lives in every time of planting, of rains, harvests, and... Oh.
What is it?
There. Her bracelet. And... I thought she was behind me. But there's only my reflection.
Do you need to be alone?
For the first time, I am.
Excellent. Glad I could help. I don't know what drugs are available in this world, but boy, does she have some good stuff. We'll grab up this chill water. We're gonna need a crap ton of it in the future, so might as well. And while we're here, sometimes there's rats in these areas. I don't see any, unfortunately. But we did get the fish skin that we needed, so I'm not too worried. Oh, wow. That's cool. I never noticed that before. This is a new thing for me. You can actually see the reflection of her blueness from the focus in the water. That's pretty sweet. Anyways, moving on. Let's just head over to this campfire for now. Get rid of that exclamation point. Oh, we're very close to leveling. in fact, just killing a little bit of wildlife will do it. I am gonna loot this fish bone, just because we might need it later. And we are about 65 XP away from leveling, so we're gonna go kill something real quick just to get that skill point. Oh, fish doesn't give XP. Great. Did I hear a rat? I don't think I did. Screw it. We don't actually need turkey parts, but I just want... Okay. Yeah, I just want a tiny little bit of XP. Get me that level. Oh, come on. Hills. There. Turkey bone. Leveled up. Excellent. Okay. Now what are we gonna do? Strong strike is good. But it also we're one-shotting human enemies, so, and that's, yeah. Concentration plus increases the maximum duration of concentration, which is pretty useful. And then faster reload. So that's just primarily using concentration. Double shot. Double shot's the way to go. So what that means is we can load up 2 arrows at once. The next one's triple shot. We'll be getting that as well. We'll be able to load up 3 arrows at once. So now when we go fight something, and there's some machines right here. Other side of this lake here. So when we come in, I got 2 arrows loaded up. I'm going to draw my bow, hit concentration, and one of them missed.
You're not gonna stop me.
Nonetheless, it's still pretty useful. We'll load up another 2. Yeah. Okay, he's dead. Kill off this other one as well. Now I got 2 loaded up. Yeah. Oh no, he's not dead. He's real hurt though. I don't know how that missed. There we go. Okay, and thanks to the high amount of tear on our arrows, we can knock these things off pretty easily. We got a nice lens from him. 6% stealth weave, that'll come in handy later. But in the meantime, I'm going to head over here and save my game. So once again, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode, and I hope you have a wonderful day.